I was told the washroom is attached and I don't see any. It's right here! This is the washroom because we didn't want to disturb the original structure of the house. So we didn't get rid of these two beams which hold the house together, and we just made and attached an all new structure for washrooms to the back of the original Cadbury house.
Let's be honest. Most of us have at some point in life thought, let me just leave everything and run away to live in the mountains. But we know it's easier said than done. Hardly any of us will actually end up doing it. Today, I'm going to introduce you to a girl who saw the same dream and also had the courage to achieve it, all on her own. Well, actually not alone. She had Shadow and Sooty by her side. Meet Shagun. She runs a homestay in a very cute little Himachali home, which locals tell me is more than 100 years old. This is the story of Sooty's Hideout, the story of a South Delhi girl who moved to a remote Himalayan village to live her dream.
Welcome home.
So Shagun, how does a South Delhi girl with all the comforts and luxuries come to a place like this where it's not even accessible by road properly?
Mostly because it is not accessible by road. I've always been into off-roading, but shifting here and just like choosing to live in this corner without the conveniences of a city was mostly because of this house, mostly because we wanted to just live in a place where we wake up happy every day. For me, a great view does that, and here you can see the sunrise, beautiful sunset colors. We can watch the clouds come into our rooms in the monsoons. So it was the house that made me shift and the space that made me stay.
Has it ever occurred to you that you want to go back to a city life?
No, not once. I do miss the conveniences of a city, of course. Once in a while, I want my burrata cheese pizza and I want some soya chop. But barring the Delhi food, there really isn't much about Delhi that I miss in terms of living there, a lifestyle there. I don't think that was ever for me. I didn't quite adjust very well in the Delhi lifestyle. I wanted to be in a place where there's just peace. I didn't want to hear honking, I didn't want to deal with the heat, I didn't want to deal with pollution, and I just didn't want to deal with a lot of people. So, which is why we keep this place, our home, also very filtered in terms of the crowd that we cater to.
What does it take to live in a remote village in the mountains like this?
A lot of patience. It takes a lot of problem solving. Actually, you just have to, even like the basic of things, you have to sort of find a way to get those done. Repairs and just in general, there's a lot of struggle to live here. But then again, there's a lot of perks. So every place would have a pro and con, and for us, we just like the pros here a lot more. So we sort of wanted to adjust with the cons. There's a lot of struggle with accessibility, operations, procurement, and everything. But there's a solution also to everything.
If someone is thinking of moving to the mountains, what questions should they ask themselves before deciding?
Traveling to the mountains and living in the mountains are two very, very different things. And But we get a lot of people who think that this is the dream life, and then that they would want to like sort of come, do this and do this for a living. And that is where I would say that that bit is not easy, because most of us have given up like good paychecks and jobs and designations to come do this. And when I say come do this, this may also include doing dishes, may include washing linen. You know, lifestyle of how you live in the mountain, you cannot do it if you can just get to the place by road. If you're getting to a place by road, it is commercial enough for you to have a lot of conveniences. But to see like raw beauty, you have to sort of leave the road and go to the interiors. Living like this is not for everyone, and the seasonality of it is not for everyone. Not every day do you have guests, not every day are you busy. It's not like you open up a homestay or a cafe in the mountains or agle din line lagi hui hai. It takes a lot longer for you to be able to come to grounds with the reality of how long your business will actually be running, or how your business is going to function in a place like this. I remember that when I had packed up my truck full of stuff to set up the house, and the truck had left from Delhi with all my luggage, with everything that I had bought, I got cold feet. I just had to put Sooty and Shadow in the car and drive up here, and I kept delaying that process by like 2 days, 3 days, because I was like, can I do this? Like, it's a whole shift and I'm leaving everything behind. And that's when my dad said that, you know, you thought of it and it's something you want to do, you want to try. So even if it doesn't work out, it's okay, but at least go give it a shot.
Would you say it's especially difficult for women to do what you've done, or to, you know, move to the mountains?
It's a lot of fight. It's a lot more of a fight for women to be able to do this in comparison to men. Even if you see right now in the mountains, the proportion of men doing this to women doing this is a lot higher. But I know a lot of empowered women who are able to stand their ground and make that move and be able to actually give that experience to the other females who are wanting to travel, wanting to get out of their shell, but it's difficult for them. So I think once you've taken a stand, made up your mind, you just have to fight like a man.